Hello there, Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your December general tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energy for the month with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's take a look first at your overall energy for this month. Exchanging gifts, a leg up, and truth be told, time for a nap. Okay, I kind of get a sense that you've actually been maybe napping. Or, napping doesn't mean that you're not doing anything. It's like a time to be reflective of looking at, the truth behind what it is that you have, the balance, the relationship that you have between what you give and what you accept or take. That give and take in every situation, job, relationship, whatever this may have to do with for you in the month of December. It's about where you're putting your time and energy. Are you getting in return the same amount of time and energy? And it doesn't have to be, it's not tip for tat. It's not that. It's mostly just an energy of, do you feel like you're getting what you need back from those people and situations that you are putting your time and energy into? And then we have a leg up. Because Taurus, I feel like maybe you've been giving a little bit more than you've been getting. And it's kind of like the universe is coming in and giving you a little extra boost of energy or abundance or joy. We're going to see what that might have to do with in the tarot. I'm kind of getting a sense that you may have been giving to a situation more than you've been getting, but it's almost because it was a situation or a relationship where the other person or persons involved perhaps were at a point where they couldn't give as much as you could. Like, helping out, like a friend or a family member that's, say, been sick or maybe lost their job or something like that. Like, you've been kind of generous to a certain relationship or situation, and because of that, it's almost as if, the energy is that, okay, Taurus, you've done a really good job here. It's like the universe is coming in and giving you something so that you can kind of have a moment to rest and begin something anew. Really, like almost like a sense of you're closing out a cycle. A cycle of maybe where you did have to overgive in a situation in order, to get to the next level or to get out of this situation or to help somebody that you really cared about. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what we have here. Your present energy. Yeah, trying to decide, like, where are you going to put your time and energy? I feel like you're closing out a cycle, especially with this come to the edge. It's kind of like you're closing out a cycle and it's going into the next cycle. You are taking a really good reflective look at where you put your time and energy and how much you have gained from that situation or that relationship. And really taking a second look at it. Like, am I done with that? Am I really, maybe you are getting really truthful with yourself that you've put a lot of time and energy into a relationship or situation that you haven't been getting paid back. And it's almost a sense of, I really can't keep doing this. Like, you may have started really from your heart space saying, this is somebody that really needs my help right now, and I'm going to put any extra time or energy I can into this situation. And now it's kind of like, okay, I have to, it's almost as if I have to rein back how much I'm giving in this situation, because it's almost depleting you. Like you're understanding the sense of being depleted, that you have to kind of go in a different direction. It doesn't mean that you're actually going to leave this person or situation, but you're going to change. You're going to go in a new direction about how much you time and energy you give to this situation. Yeah, your obstacle right now is that you're not super clear about how much time and energy this situation is actually taking from you. You know, I mean, it's really hard. I really feel a sense that you are doing this from the goodness of your heart, Taurus. You know, it's the goodness of your heart. But what you're not recognizing is that over a long period of time, that this has really depleted you. You know, you're really tired. You're tired from this. And it's like the universe is coming in to give you a little boost, because they understand that you did this out of the goodness of your heart to help somebody that may have needed you at some time. Yeah, so your advice is to look at where you're putting your time and energy. Deciding carefully about where it is that you want to put your time and energy. You know, especially as you're moving into the new year. Is this a job that is just, you're having to work extra hours, tremendous amount of extra hours. And so it's kind of like taking away from family or friends or romantic connections. Or it's, a family member that has, been ill or lost a job or something, and you're giving resources or time and energy to help take care of them. And it's kind of like, yeah, but okay, now my job is suffering, right? I was trying to help you because you were in a financial bind. So I was trying to help you, but all my time and energy has been going there, and now my job is falling apart, It's just getting really clear about how over time, I feel like this is almost like an erosion, like it's been slowly eroding your energy, your finances, or your, even mental, not stability, but mental energy. It's just been a situation that, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, this is a leg up. It's like something coming in from the universe as kind of like a gift. The Ace of Pentacles to me is always like a gift from the universe. Hierophant. Yeah. This is a sense of, this has kind of been a little bit of perhaps a spiritual journey for you. You gained a lot of wisdom from this situation. And it could have something to do with like a, long-term committed relationship or family belief that it has a burden to it now. You're ready to put the burden down and to look at other options that are available to you. I really get a sense that, especially with the new year, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I helped you out in 2021, or I worked really hard at this job in 2021. But, I haven't gotten a raise, and I think I need to start taking care of me. It's kind of that venture of taking care of yourself. Yeah, so with the Two of Pentacles, we have the Star card, choosing you. Oh, this is lovely. Oh my gosh. Okay. Temperance card on the bottom. This is taking a lot of patience. Okay, so this is interesting. Your present energy is trying to decide, trying to balance. To me, the Two of Pentacles is also trying to bring in a balance, an exchange of time and energy into this, trying to heal what looks like a romantic connection. This is a general reading, but we have the Emperor and the Empress here. A soulmate connection that perhaps is a little out of balance, and trying to bring some healing to it, trying to bring it back into balance. Because what you're recognizing is that this situation isn't quite balanced at this moment for one reason or another. Really interesting. Yeah, we have the, King of Pentacles under here. Somebody wanting stable, grounded, long-lasting relationship. And the moon, with the moon and the temperance, this is, this is a spiritual, this is definitely on your spiritual path, especially with the Hierophant underneath here. This is a true soulmate connection. Could be even a twin flame connection, something like that. A very deep connection. Very deep connection indeed. So let's see what your obstacle is. Oh my gosh. So we have the King of Swords. Out comes the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Having trouble seeing the clarity in this situation, the love in this situation. There's a lot of love, a lot of emotion, but it's not being expressed at this time. There's some conflict in this situation. And I think the conflict really has to do with a lack of being able to express feelings. So the exchange that's not equal in this situation is, one person could be expressing their opinions or their feelings more than the other person. It's that energy of one person saying, I love you, and then the other person not saying it back. It's, one person saying, I love you, and the other person saying, well, thank you. Yeah. And, the King and Queen of Swords is, two people that can be kind of up in their head, overthinking a situation. We have the thinker here, where instead of being in the ego about this situation or up in your head about this situation, it's about returning to the heart space, getting back to why you fall in love, or, the goodness, getting back to the sweetness in this relationship. So let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is. Now, this is so interesting. Oh my goodness, this is such a connection. I just get one pair after another. And then we have the Lovers. We have the Emperor and the Empress, the King and Queen of Swords, and now the King and Queen of Cups. This is a really deep connection. So with the Lovers, we have the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Hermit. You could be dealing with an air sign that is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and trying to, wanting forgiveness or an apology from this person. And, or I really should say bringing forgiveness to this situation. Forgiveness isn't about who did what and the right or the wrong of actions. It's about accepting the situation for what it is, and looking at the situation in a very wise way and saying to yourself, what are the lessons that I need to learn here? Why is this person on my path? This is a soul connection that is really here to help teach you. The Hierophant is also teacher. Like, I feel like the two of you are teachers to each other. That's why I feel like it's a twin flame connection. There's a lot of, time and energy that has been put into this. This is also your advice, time and energy. Really looking at, the regrets. Five of Swords is kind of like the regrets. It's getting up into your head and, wishing things were different. Let's put it that way. It's kind of like wishing things were different. It also can be a sense of trying to win at something at all costs that causes pain to others. So the person that you're dealing with could have tried to win, if you will, in this situation at all costs. And you're kind of like, I put a lot of time and energy into this. But the sense that I'm getting is you need to put, or try to put, the regrets to the side and just look at the situation for the lessons that you are to learn in this situation, to step back into your heart space, to love yourself first, Taurus, to love yourself first, love this situation, add more love to this situation, come from the point of love, looking at the good, looking at the love in the situation instead of worrying about what has occurred in the past, the actions of somebody, or the actions that maybe, the reactions maybe that you took. To put that kind of to the side and look at the good in the person that you're dealing with, in you, in your connection, and in the lessons that you're learning from this person. The blessings, the joy that this person, at least at one time, brought you into your own life. And then it's also a sense of building your own independence. It could be that in this situation, especially since we have 3 pairs on the table, that you lost your identity within this connection. So you, Taurus, or perhaps the person that you're dealing with, you can switch the roles. You kind of lost your identity of who you were when you were in this connection, because it was such a strong connection. So you put almost like too much time, energy, love into the situation. You were giving so much and what you were to the relationship, and not giving enough to yourself. So the advice here is to put your time and energy back into you and into those things that you loved, those activities that you love, your job, your hobbies, your other friends, your family members, like putting yourself first and building your own independence. And I'm not saying that you have to, if you're not, say you're married to this person, because I think for some of you, you could be, or you were married to this person. It's not like you have to separate from this person. It's about stepping into this energy of, I'm also going to create time and space for myself and for what it is that I love to do. Really nice message, I think, there. And it's, Taurus, if you've been drawn to this reading, it's, perhaps a message for you. But I think it's also a good message for all of us not to get overly lost in our relationships or situations, to make sure that we're holding space for ourselves and what it is that we want as, as a soul, and the way that we want to progress and evolve. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, wow, 2 of Wands, picking a path. This is the Crossroads card. Picking a path, deciding which way you want to go. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity for a new something in your life. A new job, a new relationship, a new place to live. It's something that's coming in. This is the universe that's helping you to get this new opportunity and go in a new path for some time. And you may actually be separating from this person. You may decide to do that. Or if you are separated from this person, you're taking time out to heal your broken heart. It's as if the universe says, okay, you've done all you can do for right now. And what you really do need is like a nap, a time out, a time to just go and reflect and be by yourself. Work on yourself. Get back to those activities and people that you may have pushed to the side a little bit while you were focusing so much time and energy on this romantic connection. And the connection has brought you, some disappointment. It isn't progressing, or you may have even separated. It's not what you wanted it to be. And so it's time to kind of like go and be by yourself perhaps, but definitely a sense of healing, of looking within and healing. Because with the Moon card, this is your subconscious telling you that you need a timeout. Sometimes Taurus, and you can be, somebody that really likes to get a lot done, right? Hard worker, wants to get a lot done. but it may be time for you to just take a little bit of a break and go within. You got two cards here that are kind of indicating that it's time to kind of take a mental break from this situation and just focus on you and what it is that you want. You know, what are your dreams? Is this relationship getting closer to your individual goals and dreams and heart's desire? Or is it taking you farther away from that? It's about almost like reconnecting with your heart space so that you can make New Year's resolutions. They just gave me that. New Year's resolutions for the new year that are based more on what it is that you want as an individual. So let's take a look at any further advice we have. Okay, I do feel like for a lot of you, we have sacred mirrors. This is twin flame energy. So I do feel like it is a romantic connection. It could possibly be a twin flame connection, but it's almost as if you are mirroring each other. So in that case, it's kind of like what you sometimes don't like about your twin is also something that's reflective of what you really and truly don't like about yourself. And it could be in different avenues, right? So, say, one thing that's bothering you about your twin is that they work a lot of hours, right? So they don't have a lot of time for you. Right? Or, they come home from working maybe a 12-hour day, and then they're too tired to do something with you, right? Well, you may be, in a space where you're a little upset about that, right? You're looking at, hey, you give a lot to your work, but you don't give a lot to me. And then at the same time, right, it could possibly be that there is something that your twin doesn't like about you. So, or is annoying them. Let's say it that way. And, perhaps it's, you spend a lot of money on an expensive hobby. Okay. Let's say, I don't know. Say perhaps you're into jewelry making, so you buy really expensive crystals and materials in order to make jewelry, and you're really not doing it as a business. Let's just say it's a hobby. Okay, it's some hobby that you're spending a lot of money and maybe time on. Okay, well, you're kind of both annoyed with the other because there's a distraction, something that's taking a lot of time and energy away from the connection. You see, they're different things, but there's still a distraction there. And so it's about taking a look. One of the first things you could do is take a look at what is annoying you. There's some imbalance in this relationship, but it's kind of like you also are working on a soul lesson that has something that's kind of like the same thing that you are trying to work on, okay? So instead of spending maybe a lot of resources and time on your jewelry hobby, right, that perhaps you carve out time for your loved one, your romantic partner. So you say, okay, I'm only going to work on my jewelry Tuesday and Thursdays, right? And, for 2 hours on Saturday. And then, okay. And at the same time, I'm going to give you equal time allotted just for you. It's that type of energy. And that might not be the best example, but it's that type of energy of making sure that where you're putting your time and energy in something outside of your connection, you're also creating that amount of space within your relationship. Really interesting energy there, because I feel like it isn't something that can't be overcome. It's happened over time. I feel like this has happened over time. I honestly feel like you've had perhaps more than one lifetime together, because we have three pairs here. So it's kind of like a repeating pattern of something like that. And I feel like it does have something to do with putting yourself first, or maybe your partner puts themselves first, but you don't put yourself first. There's something about putting time and energy into this connection and also into yourself. So just take a look at that. And this is the good kind of a relationship, and move beyond intention to belief. You know, that sense that everybody has good intentions, but it is about actually putting it into action. And if you're going to carve out time for each other or for your connection, it's like actually putting it in pen on the calendar. And it's like, okay, this is, sacred time for our connection. We're not going to clean the house during that time, or we're not going to, run errands or something. It's going to be a romantic connection time. Maybe go for a walk together in the woods, or go on a special date, or, go to an art museum or something that the two of you like to do, something that you can have a connection with. So anyway, Taurus, nice reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.